Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wolverines offense to go on the attack first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know
makes the grab in their space. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Here's Underwood. And they will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Penn State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here's Cam Wallace, figures to be a big part of the game plan in this one. And we'll see 2 guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one. Back to throw, it's Owen. Left side, it's Wallace. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to make one miss. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Underwood finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams.
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Turning on the Jets. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood, going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long right here. Dropping back, it's Owen. Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running it to the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires to the big fella. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll do it himself. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Moves the pocket. It's Owen. Got his man down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he found a space on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Tells the run, wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Switch it. Going to the running game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Underwood. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Marsh. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And
you just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields the punt. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Again, it's Underwood. Out wide right, it's Foster. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Right side, it's Wallace. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. to the air. It's Owen. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this.
Going for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for running room. Got the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Underwood fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw one first. Fires toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Yukon Huskies taking on the number 23 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Long way to go on second down. The play fake. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Going for yardage. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. on the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They give it back to him. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Churns into the pile. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Hey, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Sticks it in his belly. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Hits inside, it's Wallace. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
He's got the tight end. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking for a crease, it's Wallace.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Gives it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Extending the play. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Caught on the RPO. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. From the gun, the ground game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Trying to get the corner. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They're going to test the right side with this one. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And a touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,